My whole life I've been shunted because I don't know any musicals, and actually the only musical I know is the Book of Mormons and Hamilton, which is very stifling.
Why did you open this episode saying your life story?
Because you told me to think of an opening and then I had to look back and be like, I don't know musicals.
I asked you to do the opening. I didn't ask you to be like, all my life I was shunted, and now I'm a murderer.
It's dramatic.
This is the tale of how I killed a man.
Minty, a murderer.
Annie, the victim. And this is Fun Untitled, where we serve every podcast with an F-U.
So, today we are starting off with RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13, Episode 8, where we do the social media, the unofficial Rusical, which is a staple of every season of RuPaul. I enjoy the Rusical in the sense that I like dancing, the singing. It's some of my favorite parts of the show, but I never usually get the reference. Like, I don't know the Kim Kardashians, I know of Madonna, and I know of the Kardashians, but I don't know them. I don't know Cher, I don't really know Beyonce. Just that they were pop stars before my time. Not that I know the many pop stars now.
I think the only musical I ever liked was for All-Star 2 because I really liked Alyssa Edwards.
Oh, the Queens of History.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
But other than that, not my favorite episode. And I'm putting this on the list.
I thought this was better in the sense that I at least know what social media is and all the jokes are very topical.
Fair enough. I was very confused why LinkedIn was there.
It is considered social media, just on the professional side.
Trump, you're not banned from there. You go there.
You hire people who are also racist, sexist, and doesn't want people in America. The minorities.
To be a white man.
So let's talk about them picking the roles. It was fairly, peaceful until, Utica stood her ground.
I love the fact the camera honed in on Olivia and Gottmik losing their shit over Utica standing her ground of getting the role she wants. Because in last week's challenge, Gottmik and Olivia did not let Utica get what she wants.
They let Utica sink. And then Denali and Rose had their audition for Foxy, and I was like, after Rose went, I almost thought Denali was gonna be like, fuck it, I'm not gonna, no. Cause sure, Denali can dance, Denali can't sing.
I like Denali's singing voice, but she did not have the range. Doesn't have the range.
It's weird, cause even I think Simone has a good voice. Singing with that voice, she needs to take some classes to really make it shine.
Oh, we're moving on to Simone now?
Yeah, I didn't mean to. It's just kind of like the whole voice thing. Cause I thought Simone could have a good singing voice. She has the potential.
I thought it was interesting how Utica really wanted the tweet, role, and Denali could have easily taken it and excelled, but Utica stood her ground at the wrong time and got the hardest role of all of them.
You think Denali could do that?
I think Denali could dance better because you know how the dancer guy, Jamel, he did the whole bang bang is like Hamilton?
Right.
If you watch Utica, she didn't do any of that. She just did the hashtag. So you could tell a lot of dance moves she omitted, but she had the whole face thing to cover.
That's true, and at least she was able to eventually vocalize the words correctly.
Yeah. Okay, if this was live, like how UK was, Utica would be gone.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think they knew the challenge of the Rusical is that it's hard to sing live and do those kind of choreography.
Yeah. Real fast, this is random. In the Rusical, there was two people who was clearly auto-tuned, like auto-tuned back and forth. And I know Candy was one of them. I can't remember who the second one was. I don't think it was Elliot with two T's because I think that was intentional.
Right.
But there was one queen. I think it might have been Simone.
Oh, maybe. Although it still sounded terrible.
There's only so much autotune can do.
Alright, so let's go through each queen, the role, how we thought about it.
Can we just do the outfits with them too?
Sure, we can do the outfits at the same time. Might as well. So, Simone's role was Instaglam. She was terrible.
There's nothing to say other than I love the dancer dude face when he saw how bad Simone was.
I know, they really showing how the guest judges are just not happy with some of these moments.
I don't know what to say. As someone with no rhythm, I just thought she was walking around the stage.
Yeah, it was very accurate when they was you had no commitment. You were just defeated and shut down because you knew your singing was bad when you should have just, played to your strengths.
Oh, when RuPaul was like, yeah, Gottmik could do it. Why couldn't Simone? I was like, burn.
I know. I was like, Simone, you're listening, right? You know why she's asking the question.
I did not like her final runway.
Oh, the runway theme is Yellow Gorgeous.
Real fast. Okay, I'm not sure if this was bad timing or this was intentional. So, Kimora Hall likes to wear all her outfits and put it on Twitter for like, oh, this is what I would have worn for this week. Like for the beads, she had this really beautiful dress with like thousands and millions of beads.
Oh.
And then in this one, she put a tweet saying, oh, yellow is gorgeous. And like, it's just a picture of her naked with like yellow flower pasties. And she's like, I want to show how beautiful Asian people are. And I was like, now, was this going to be a challenge look? Were you just going to do the whole Asian stereotype and walk out on stage with your yellow skin?
That's not a good idea.
Again, I don't know if this was just bad timing on Kimora Hall's part, but that would have been a very interesting take.
It's a little too political.
Oh, yellow gorgeous.
So Simone had like a fur coat with suspenders, no padding whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who thought that was weird. Like Lala Wee last week came out with padding but like a nude look. Simone couldn't even do that.
I mean, it's fine. It's a very like gender neutral look.
Yeah.
But it better be stunning if it's gonna be a gender neutral look. Every time they use the word editorial, I have no idea what that means. Like, oh, it looks like it could be on a fashion cover magazine. And I'm like, a lot of things that are trended as like good is just based on like pretentious people's opinions, and it has no standards. There are no rules.
Yeah.
So to use the word editorial means nothing to me. Like, you might as well just say, I think you look pretty, and my opinion is the only thing that matters. Which, to be fair, as a judge on a competition show, that is what you are saying.
You laughed really loud at the judges bit when RuPaul came onto the stage and all the judges were just on their phone.
Oh my god, it's just funny. It's like commitment to a bit, and it's like, you think the third one would get old, but it's like, it's funny. It's just, because sometimes people make that commentary like, oh, we're on our phone too much,
Yeah.
And usually there's like that straight man being like, oh, why are you still on your phone? But RuPaul played along. It's like, oh, we're still communicating. There's nothing between us. It's funny. Then we go to Tina Burner, who was the MC, or I guess Friendster. I have no idea what that is. I thought they were going to say MySpace.
Yeah, it would have been more topical.
I really thought Tina Burner did a good job. It was a little harsh that they just kept harping on that one moment, but I did also think that moment was weird.
Oh, so you also noticed.
Yeah.
It's really weird when they really harp on one detail, because usually that means you're not on the bottom, but we don't want you to read this.
Yeah, I guess because if you're gonna take a more important role like she did, then you have to just kind of nail every part.
I thought she was bitchy when she voted for Denali over Rosé.
Oh my god, Tina!
It's really weird because there's a rivalry between Tina and Rosé, but they never duke it out like Coco Montrese and Alyssa Edwards. So it's kind of just really catty rivalry of Rosé being like, oh, I gotta make sure I shine more than Tina, and Tina's like, I gotta be a bitch to Rosé.
Well, I mean, Rosé already kind of addressed it by saying like, Tina doesn't like her.
Yeah.
She doesn't really care about Tina. And you can see it from stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because Utica is just being nice. Apparently she's Miss Switzerland. Oh, okay, so Annie didn't watch Untucked because she was so mad at the ending, but supposedly people call Utica Switzerland, and Elliot was like, no one calls you Switzerland. What the hell?
That's from Twilight, man.
Yeah.
In case anyone doesn't know, in Twilight, you have Team Edward, you have Team Jacob, you have Team Netherlands, where you're not on either team, and you're on Team Switzerland when you just want one giant three-way between Bella, Edward, and what's his name, Jacob. I'm not really sure. I think it's a World War II reference.
Yeah, I think Switzerland didn't participate in any wars, or any part of the war, and just kind of took in refuge, but they didn't really take a side.
According to Twilight, Netherlands didn't take any sides. Switzerland was on both sides.
Yeah, I don't know. So Utica's just being nice. Tina's being a bitch. Hilarious, right?
Yeah. I think Utica felt kind of bad. Like, oh, Denali should get the second role she wants since I'm taking her first choice.
Oh, that's true. Okay, and then her taxi cab look, it was okay. okay. Again, I'm not into overly sexualized jokes, so like the headlights and the boobs, just redundant.
Fun fact. Okay, so we all know there's a lot of copying in the outfits somehow. Olivia Lux, she copied Simone. Olivia Lux, she copied Candy Muse. And everyone called out how Tina and Elliot with 2 T's had kind of like the same outfit. They did the taxi theme. But I didn't think anything of it. It's just, yellow. You think of taxi when you live in the city. Here's something, this is kind of jumping the gun. People are saying Gottmik copied Denali because Denali was a crash test dummy too.
Oh yeah, I did notice that too.
Well, they look completely different.
Yeah, that was super like different interpretations.
Yeah, like don't try to bring this UK bullshit here.
The bag of chips.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't really care for it. It's just very boring. Tina, forgettable. Why did we call Denali forgettable when she came out in a beautiful dress and meanwhile Tina always comes out in the same Ronald McDonald colors?
Because you remember the Ronald McDonald colors.
Here's something I don't get. It's yellow gorgeous. Your colors are fire. Red, orange, yellow. Why did you not just wear your most beautiful outfit?
Oh, I mean, you can't put out your best for this.
I get, but it should have been more on brand still.
Sure. Well, it's hard because Tina can't always be on brand. So if you expect her to be on brand, then she can't be on brand.
Fair enough. But, okay, here's my... You should have waited to put out the firefighter look here instead of your entrance look.
That would have been cute.
Yeah, it would have been better than your taxi cab.
Yeah. Okay. And then Olivia, she was Marky Teckenberg. Mark Zuckerberg. She did great as a performer.
There was a trend way back then, like 2010s, where you Jijinkified all the websites.
Oh, yeah.
She looked just like that. She looked just like the personification of Facebook.
You know what, though? I thought she looked more like a Twitter person.
I thought so, too.
Like, the hair was really blue. And I know Facebook is also blue, but I don't know. I just synonymize, like, blue and Twitter together so much because of the blue bird.
I think it's because Facebook is now known for old people and Twitter's for the, like, hot nerds.
That's true, too.
But yeah, Olivia was great. She was just more in the middle pack though. Like, upper middle.
She sings well though.
Yeah.
And then she had a feather lace look, and in the untuck you find out that it's a reveal from a gown to a more of a showgirl kind of look. Like a one-piece swimsuit.
She was the one with the giant ostrich feathers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Didn't care for it.
Yeah.
You lucky you saved, girl. Because I think they would have clocked her for her boring outfit.
Yeah.
As Marky Teckenberg.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah. Like in UK, right? When they clocked Joe Black.
Oh, gotcha.
For wearing that H&M dress.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't just go in a tank top and jeans. I mean, I understand that what you're going for, but this is Drag Race. You still have to be dragged.
Yeah.
From head to toe.
Yuka looked nice.
Yuka looked nice. I didn't see Twitter.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what. I think she was supposed to be a flight attendant, so I guess flying.
She looked like a naval person.
Oh, well.
Okay, then we got Denali, who was a Russian bot. So, Denali and Gottmik did great.
Yeah, they did. I really like how it got to Tina Burner part, but Denali kept doing the piano part.
Yeah, and then they were like, as if playing the music.
Yeah, Gottmik really learned her moves.
Yeah, and then the whole Anne Hathaway thing, like, Gottmik's a genius! Cause Gottmik's a little shady, she's a little conniving.
Yeah.
And like, to dig into people's skin, it takes knowing what they're thinking.
Yeah.
So she could see that her partner is so over it because, in Denali's like confessional, she was like, I'm over it, I don't want to do it. Gottmik got it. She like telepathically knew, shit, this girl,
yeah,
needs to pick me up. And like, Anne Hathaway comes up and Gottmik's got no shame. Gottmik's like, I got a plan, put it in motion. Oh, I got it. Denali is obviously like, now she's in it.
Yeah.
And she did, and Denali and Gottmik killed it.
Yeah.
And then so Denali was the snake, Gottmik was the crash dummy. I love a snake look. I didn't care for her look.
I don't know. Okay, when Denali was like, was I the only one attracted to Hercules and Aladdin and it was all fictional characters?
You related.
Shut up. I kind of low-key hoped Denali would come out as Pikachu.
Oh. Hey.
Fuck you. Again, this is unfair for me. I keep comparing Denali with Gigi Good.
Oh.
So I'm waiting for that campy homage. But I guess Denali's not camp at all.
No, I think Denali is a little... She's an interesting combo of camp and fashion.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same combo, I think, as Gigi Good, but Gigi Good is at such a high level.
Yeah.
That it's, like, clearly fashionable and campy. And because I've seen some of Denali's looks outside of Drag Race, and they're like, oh, God, no. You just found something and you thought you put it on and it's not Drag Race so you can put that shit on, but no. You represent Drag Race now. You better put something better on. But the snake look was okay. The Crash Dummy look was okay. Gottmik is actually very campy and fashionable too. I think definitely higher than Denali. Close to Gigi Good, but not there.
I was going to say, maybe I don't compare the two because Gottmik ain't white. And then I remembered, wait, Gottmik is white. Why do I keep thinking Gottmik is Asian?
Small Asian. Not Asian. Small male.
Honorary Asian.
But Gottmik's definitely got the best makeup of the three.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's a makeup artist. Okay, so then Rosé was Foxy, and of course Foxy killed it.
Oh, just
Foxy was amazing.
What more to say other than Rosé carried the whole musical? Like, doing Olivia's part, I was like, okay, this is a little bit too long. But then doing Foxy's part, I was in love.
I know, I was so irritated when the dress kept coming up and the panty was showing. That I was like, Foxy, cover up! I was like, oh, it's part of the joke.
Yeah. Great talk.
Yeah. Always gotta be impressed with the talk.
Yeah. And then, her final runway, she went as Jim carries the mask. And the smartest thing you can do, you fight Michelle Visage a little bit about the color, and then you back down.
Okay, because they brought this up in Untucked.
Yeah.
It's orange as hell.
Oh.
It is clearly orange. And it's funny because she goes on the ground and is like, look, these two shades of orange. I'm clearly the more yellow option. I'm like, girl, you orange.
I wonder if the material was cheaper. I just don't get it.
I don't know. I think certain lightings, maybe it looked yellow.
Yeah.
And then maybe Rosé's like, oh shit, another lighting.
Yeah, maybe Rosé had a very warm household. Like, right now the room we're in has a very warm light. Everything looks orange.
Yes, but no, it's orange. And
okay.
She knows it.
Oh, just couldn't change it last minute?
Listen, she got a good idea.
Yeah, stick with it.
I gotta watch that movie from beginning to end.
Smoking!
God. And then Utica was Lady Tweet. We've kind of talked about her already. Vocalized well in the end. Like you said, we didn't really see much dancing.
Yeah.
Not much to say. Utica had a medieval patches look to her. I think it's nice, but I think it lacks volume.
Yes, I was thinking that too. I was hoping for more room.
More like that hoop skirt kind of thing, but...
Yeah.
So that was nice. And it's Utica, but where's the volume?
Did Utica say anything about being safe?
Utica thought she was 100% in the bottom.
Oh.
So she was ecstatic to be safe.
Utica's like, I'm not gonna be nice. I'm gonna be mean. Karma. No. Get the fuck back. You get in the nice lane right now. We can't have two fake nice bitches.
Yeah, Utica is 100% nice. There's no mean bone.
Not a single bone in her body. She's gonna wiggle to the top.
She is skinny.
Yeah, very skinny. She looked, again, great in the Twitter.
Yes. It was a good look. I still don't see Twitter, but it was a good look.
I wish I saw more Hamilton dance moves. Very disappointing.
That's a tough bar to put someone in, though.
Yeah.
And then Candy Muse. Okay, so for the longest time, they never said who Candy Muse was. And you don't find out until in the musical that she's, LinkedIn. And I don't even know what the drag name was. I just thought that Candy as LinkedIn, she would have fought harder to get a better role. I don't know if she took this role just to get outside of her box, but this was clearly not the role for her. It was terrible. The singing was okay. I don't know if she was auto-tuned, but it was just do you know where you are or what you're doing?
She looked like Bruno from the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5.
Oh, yeah.
The black bow haircut, the white shirt with the black dot. It's interesting because the editing didn't show us who Candy picked for the longest time, so she's one of the few we don't see the thought process.
Yeah.
I just think Candy's not comfortable. I feel like I'm Simone right now. Comfortable in dancing, so she just took whoever no one wanted. Because I think she was just uncomfortable with all of them.
That's true. I actually don't even know what role she could have taken. Maybe Instagram might have been a better choice for her.
Yeah.
But she probably still would have bombed it.
Is she the one who keeps doing the stupid cuties twerk dance?
I don't know if I can't remember if she was the first one to do it. She did it in her lip sync.
People, y'all gotta stop. Stop referencing the movie.
Look,
it might be the biggest fad before the movie, but that movie killed it. No more. That dance move belongs to no one now.
To the 14-year-olds who are sexualizing their bodies.
And we welcome it, I guess.
Somebody does. And so Candy came out in like her sunflower hippie ruffles, an homage to Lemonade in Beyonce's video.
I don't get people who like Beyonce and they're like, Lemonade was the best album ever. And I'm like, it wasn't that great.
Have you heard a single song from Lemonade?
I heard the fucking song Lemonade. I don't know how you escaped it.
I've never heard it.
I watched this Niga Higa video that did this whole Beyonce Lemonade shit.
I mean, it's supposed to be like fantastic.
It's just rap. Maybe it's not. It's been a while.
I don't like it when queens just take a dress from someone and it's like done.
Yeah.
Like, cause I thought she was a hippie. I didn't realize it was the Lemonade dress. Cause I know what the Lemonade dress looks like. And I'm like, if that's it, get the fuck off.
I don't want to see any goddamn H&M here.
I mean, it's not off the rack, but it's like, there's no originality, there's no real drag to it. At least like rhinestone it or like make it your own. Cause putting the sunflowers in your hair and putting like jewels on your face is not doing anything to the dress.
Yeah.
I'm like, Candy, come on. At least your other outfits are like, even if they're ugly, they're like yours. Yeah. Or pedestrian, some of them. But this one was just like, you just took it from Beyonce and like, oh god, it has the Beyonce halo, so can't say anything bad about it. And it's like, how about that? Beyonce's done it and you can't do it. Not saying you don't look good in it, you do. It's just can't go on Drag Race and say you're done.
Yeah. And then you have Elliot with two T's, who, what is there to say about Elliot with two T's, other than I like the flashlight gimmick?
I love Elliot with two T's whole thing.
Oh, really?
The singing was okay, but the dancing, the look of it, I felt like every time it wasn't even focused on her, she was still like that girl, that TikTok girl. I just thought it was different from anything of a Rusical.
Yeah.
So, I love Elliot's thing. I knew she wasn't going to be a winner. Because she had a very small role.
Yeah.
So, whatever, but I loved Elliot's one. Toxic.
The only thing I know about Billie Eilish is the song Bad Guy. So, I thought they got the bad guy vibe well.
I mean, you kind of know that Billie Eilish aesthetics.
Yeah, the green hair.
Yeah, just like baggy clothes, super cool.
Is she the one who wears baggy clothes because she doesn't want people to fat shame her?
She doesn't want to be sexualized. She has a normal body.
Oh, okay.
It's just, there was that one asshole who like, cause she was just like in a tank top and shorts. Nothing like even fancy or sexy. Just like normal clothes. And somebody's like, oh, she looks like she's got a 30-year-old wine-loving, drinking body. And I was like, super unfair.
Yeah.
And she's like 18.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's gross. But Billie Eilish knows that she's in the music industry, that sex is very sexualized and very important to a unbelievable degree, that's why she makes her own statement like that.
Okay.
Even when she went like on vacation and she was wearing like a bikini because she was on a water ride.
Yeah.
People are like, what the hell, Billie Eilish? And I'm like, leave her alone. But anyways, back to Elliot, because I almost kept saying Elliot instead of Billie. She was a taxi driver. Elliot was a sexy taxi driver. Sexy.
Did it better than Tina Burner.
Tina was the car. Elliot was the driver.
Which is weird because that means Elliot rode Tina.
I wasn't gonna say it. I thought if I wasn't gonna say it.
Hey, it was Whiteness last time where, I believe Tina sat on Elliot's face. I forget.
Oh, yeah. The teabagging.
Yeah. One of the ships. Okay, I'm sick of RuPaul with the whole shipping gimmick ever since Brooke and Vanjie.
Okay, but the thing is, I didn't like the Brooke and Vanjie ship because that was just given to me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see the girl. It was just like, they like each other and now they're like dating and it's like, I didn't see the connection of why those two would be together.
Yeah.
But in Untucked, so we're kind of shipping Denali and Rose a little.
They was holding hands apparently during the lip sync.
Oh, okay. Did not notice that. But they're very cute. Like I was like, okay, they're friends. And then after this Untucked, I was like, okay, they could be dating because they talk about how so again, Annie didn't watch Untucked. Rose was saying like her and Denali really clicked immediately because of their backgrounds as like having same skills in dancing. Not singing, but dancing. So they talked and Rose apologized to Denali for taking the role that she wanted. But Denali was very like, oh, no, you know, it's okay, you know. Like, I humbly gave you the role. And it's like, oh, she gave it to me. She served it to me on a silver platter. So very like, cute. Like, they're clearly over it.
Yeah.
Dude. They...
Okay, for the next part, I'm going to leave the room because it's a bit unfair. Last week I was a little bit too negative, so I'm just gonna leave and not offer anything.
Let's keep this part short. So the bottom two was Candy and Simone, which was pretty obvious. I wouldn't even say... Like, Tina Burner clearly wasn't on the bottom. You knew going into this that this was a Rusical challenge, that Tina was not gonna fail. I mean, yeah, she was on the bottom, but she did well, like 95%. She just failed on like maybe like an important 5%. So Candy and Simone, they danced to Boss. I don't like many Fifth Harmony songs. I don't like this one. And this was a double Shantae You Both Stay. And I don't mind Candy being in the competition, but this is a waste of a double Shantae You Both Stay because the lip sync was not that good. They were both kind of equal. Candy started high, then went low. Simone stayed pretty equal and sexy. I don't know if Simone can really dance. I know she can be sexy, and I think that helps her a lot. But after Annie is pointing to that Simone's somewhat of a pointer sister, which has, I believe it was Jiggly Caliente, who said a pointer sister is a girl who points and nothing else.
Hey, I'm the janitor Cliff. You gotta wrap up the US section, but I think Annie was trying to say Julie liked the part where she pointed at them for the yeah.
Oh, okay, that should have made her a winner. That was funny.
And I think, as a RuPaul fan myself, I think it was a waste that we had a season with 3 episodes, we had no eliminations, and really early in the series, we have a double save already.
Which I actually have no problems with that. I just think that for such an important event that it was wasted on this. Because it's like Brooklyn Heights and Evie oddly set the bar on what a Shantae You Both Stay should look like. And I know we can never find something like that. If Denari had to go up, maybe against Elliot, we could find something similar to that. But otherwise, you know, we're never gonna see that again, and season 13 maybe shouldn't have a Shantae You Both Stay.
Again, I'm Cliff, the janitor. We gotta wrap up the US section now.
I thought you were Jeff.
No, it was always Cliff.
The story is unraveling.
Okay, I'm gonna call Annie back. We'll just mosey on to UK.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, the janitor told me you was done with US?
Yeah, I think Jeff was just tired of hearing me talk about the US, so now we'll talk about RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 2, Episode 6. Episode we all been waiting for. Snatch Game.
Also, according to the preview, I saw, after the COVID episode in US, we'll get Snatch Game.
What do you mean?
You know,
oh, I see what you mean. After the whole, like, behind-the-scenes thing.
Yeah.
So, Snatch Game for US might be 2 weeks away from now.
Yeah, I hope the Snatch Game in US is better than the UK one.
Yes, I do hope so too. It might help because we don't know any UK references.
Yeah.
I mean, season 1 was good because we knew who Donald Trump was. I kind of knew who May Thatcher was. I thought her name was May Teresa, but obviously I don't know shit.
Mother Teresa?
No, May Teresa.
Oh, okay.
I knew the name, first name was May. I just didn't, and the second name starts with T. But I haven't been following up with Brexit news since.
It's funny because I knew Thatcher, but I thought it was Mary Thatcher.
Was it Mary?
I don't know.
Whatever. Anyway, so let's get into this. And we're not going to do the behind the scenes, so next week might just be a UK episode.
Yeah, we'll double check. We was very confused about that.
So of course they come back after Joe Black's elimination. Sister's a little bitchy. Everyone's a little bitchy to Tia Coffee, to be honest.
Sister was always bitchy, but right?
Sister is always bitchy.
Sister reminds me of Hero from Danganronpa because no personality in the beginning and then is actually kind of a tool.
So this might be a shorter episode because we don't know the references. But let's do the same thing we did in US. We're going to talk about the queen, the role they played, and like the runway look, which was prehistoric.
Can I say one thing? The worst thing Kennedy Davenport ever did to Snatch Game was open the door to male impersonators.
You think so?
Because mother effing, I gotta look at whatever horror was, and in the preview for US, I see Bob Ross. I don't know who Bob Ross is.
That's Utica.
You can tell from the face?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Utica.
Oh my god, I'm so impressed right now.
Unless I'm wrong.
As someone with, I'm pretty sure, face blindness, I wanna say congrats.
Thank you.
But yeah, and then a horror was that dude, and it just looked like a dude.
You know, it's hard though. I think most people who've chosen a male has done a pretty good job. Cause Kennedy Davenport, then Ben de la Creme, Alexis Mateo, Shea Coulee, they all did males on Snatch Game and did very well.
What does Shea Coulee do?
Flavor Flay.
Oh, yeah.
In All Stars. Yeah, in season 9, she was Naomi Campbell. I think she did okay.
Who was Ben de la Creme?
I don't know his name, but
Gotcha.
cause that was the one with like the finger on the near the eye and it's going. I don't know the name.
Okay, it's fine. Wasn't someone who wanted to be Kim Jong-un, or am I having a fever dream?
No, Kimchi was a female version of Kim Jong-un.
Okay. See, I'm just saying, if you're gonna be a dude, drag it up.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I mean, well, let's get into this.
Okay.
You're going out of order for my notes.
I'm sorry. I'm so upset when I found out who Ahura was.
So Ahura was Louis Spence, who is apparently a very gay, campy man. Ahura did an okay job. I will admit, she had like gimmicks, but there was no jokes, which is fine compared to some other people.
I feel bad because in the US, I bit my tongue a lot because I didn't want to be negative. But in UK, I'm like, everyone was so forgettable. The only thing I remember about Hoy was the legs.
Yeah, what other joke? I mean, just taking off the shirt, right? Revealing like that really glittery look. See, again, it's hard because we don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Now, US, we may know of some, but at least they can explain it to us in a way we'll understand. But this one, we just don't know nothing.
One of the worst Snatch Game decision, not performance, decision was Vanjie doing that weird YouTube star, or who was like famous for one news story.
Oh, I don't even know who that was. Yeah.
Because it's basically being a meme for 2 hours.
One meme.
Yeah,
for 2
one
hours.
meme. So I felt that's kind of like a horror where she didn't really have too many jokes.
But at least Ahura was cute. Vanjie was not cute.
That's fair enough.
So then, going back to the list that you also look at.
Can we just do the final runway first for horror?
Oh, right, sorry. The Bony Caveman.
She got 3D printed.
It was okay.
I thought it was a little basic, but I really like how it formed to her body.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you could have just gotten like a bodysuit and put that shit on too.
I was gonna say, the one thing I would complain is the silhouette wasn't that creative compared to everything else.
You know what's hard though? Because Aquaria in season 10, I don't remember what the runway theme was, but she had a look where she had a very beautiful dress, a nice blonde wig, and like a bone mask on too. But it was only like half the face.
Yeah.
That was really nice. But I'm skipping ahead a little. Sister, and Ahura did not do it that well. Even though the bone matched their theme better, Aquaria did it so much better.
I want to say I'm surprised Ahura didn't call out Sister about the bone mask.
I am surprised about that too.
Because last week they had the whole bag of chips.
Yeah, so it's like, it's not looking good for you, sister.
Can't wait to see who you copy next week.
So that was an okay look.
I just like it because I thought, again, I said this with Elliot with 2 T's. I love the oversized jacket over a skimpy outfit.
Oh, God.
Alright, let's go with Ellie Diamond.
So Ellie Diamond was, I wrote Matt Lucas, but I have honestly no idea. Because I thought it was like, because they kept saying like Matt Lucas who played Vicky and I don't know. She was okay. I was actually surprised she wasn't also on the bottom.
Every one of these dumbass bitches was like a white old lady because this is Britain. So I'm trying to remember, is Ellie Diamond the psychic?
No.
Okay.
Ellie Diamond had the red hair, the cigarette, the pink tracksuit.
Okay, wait a second. Wasn't that Bimini?
No, Bimini is Katie Price. Stop skipping ahead.
I'm trying to remember here.
I'm trying to explain it to you. You know why? Because you weren't really watching.
No, I was watching.
Or were you?
Again, face blindness.
Were you, Jeff?
Okay?
Huh, Jeff? Were you watching?
I sort of got going to call the janitor right here.
Anyway, so Ellie was okay. And
she was Pebbles.
Yeah, runway look was like a Pebbles, Xena, Warrior look, and I didn't care for it.
It sucked. It was just, look, if you want to do a cave woman look, make it spectacular.
And just because you have red hair and it's in like a tiny ponytail, whatever, bone bow, it doesn't make you Pebbles.
If you had the cereal, though.
Or like a cute dress. Then you get to Lawrence Chaney, which...
No, you can't say his name, Grandos, after this. No, you know,
Lawrence, you're gonna win season 2. You are. Just this was a challenge you were supposed to win. And watch Lawrence Chaney's YouTube video if you want to hear everything they have to say about the Snatch game and how they kind of froze up. But it's just like, okay, so I believe the first challenge you win is the Who Wore It Better?
I think so, yeah.
Then the second one was the improv?
Yes.
Then the third was the girl group band. Besides improv, I can't believe you won so many in a row. And then Snatch Game, I was like, okay, so you're gonna get your fourth win. You're gonna like dash all the other queens' dreams of ever becoming season 2 winner. And you bombed it. And there is a weird trend of comedy queens not necessarily being very good at Snatch Game.
I just don't get why you picked a really fancy old lady to do.
Yeah, so someone named Miriam Margoli? Yeah, I have no idea. And you can't just say lesbian. That's not a joke.
I like lesbian, thespian.
Okay, we all like rhymes, but it's not a joke still.
Fair enough, but I feel like you could have taken it like a really grandiose lesbian, but she just kind of didn't. It was very flat.
Yeah, and then like your jokes were very long with a setup, but there was no, like, Snatch Game is just about quick whips, really.
It's because the whole, like, she's supposed to be really fancy, and fancy people are wordy because they're really meticulous with their words. So she was just trying to talk like that.
But it's like, if you have a story that relates to it, make it very clear. So,
who was the best Snatch Game again?
On the Miss Mojo YouTube channel, I believe they say Alaska as, oh god, what is her name? In All Stars.
Oh, honey, you want a bone?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which is actually a pretty good performance, I will admit. Some of my favorites I think we've talked about this before, right? Like, Bendela Crem's Maggie Smith is great. Of course, Jinx Monsoon's Little Edie, Bianca Del Rio's Judge Judy. Gigi Good as Maria the Robot is very good.
Oh yeah. I don't know why Snatch Game is so popular when all the queens always bomb.
See, okay, Snatch Games are either really good or really junk.
Oh, you know who my favorite was? Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, yes. Trinity the Tuck's Caitlyn Jenner is so good. Oh, Shea Coulee, Flavor Flav.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantastic. And
Jujubee's Cat Lady.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt, Alexis Mateo's, I don't remember his name, but that was pretty good
the
too.
Psychic, yeah.
But, so Lawrence Chaney bombs it. And then the runway was like a tiger dress with a wizard sleeve and... Ew.
You don't really care for asymmetrical looks.
I do not. Yeah, that is very true. I didn't care for this look. And I was like, oh, you have the wizard sleeve. I was like, so what?
I thought it was funny the two Scottish queens just did the very basic cave woman.
Yeah, I mean, did you like it?
I thought the other side was a little bit too empty. Like, if she put some tiger stripes on her naked arm, that would have been cooler.
That would have been cool. This was brought up in the fashion photo review that Lawrence Chaney has the same silhouette.
Oh.
It's a very round, hourglass shape, and it works very well with Lawrence Chaney's body. And there's another queen who always had the same silhouette that won RuPaul's Drag Race. You have one guess. Go.
Violet Chachki.
No, God, no.
I thought she'd be really cinched.
No? I mean, besides the waist, Violet Chachki is a fashion queen.
Bob the Drag Queen.
You had only one guess. It was Bianca Del Rio.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she always wore the cattans.
What's that?
I don't really know, but I think it's the type of dress she wears.
Okay. I think she had like a little hourglass and mermaid.
Lawrence Chaney does.
Oh.
I don't know what Bianca Del Rio has, but we're not fashion queens. Then we get to Tia Coffee, who was Mel B, supposedly the sour spicy girl, or...
Scary Spice.
Scary spicy girl.
The only thing I know about Scary Spice, it was a running joke in the Team 4-Star episode.
Okay.
Because all the villains was named after Spice, and like, oh, we don't want Baby Spice, and like, oh, that's Scary Spice. I could just be making this up, by the way. Don't fact check me.
I knew that when Tia brought up Eddie Murphy a second time,
yeah,
she was done.
Yep.
Like, you cannot bring back an old joke, because then it seems like you only know one thing about that character, and that's not a good thing.
Okay, you can reference things so people know you're that character. Don't just stereotype them. Like, just say anything you think is funny. Like, if there's supposed to be a snappy, witty person, say something snappy and witty. You don't always gotta be like, oh, just like my album, The Spice Girls. That's not how real people talk.
That's not how funny people talk. And then she came out in a pterodactyl look, and I was like, what the are you wearing?
Is that what a pterodactyl looks like? Because I thought they had the dorsal fin on top of their heads.
They do a little bit. But it was like, it's not a dress, it's not a costume, it's not camp, it's not pretty.
It literally looks like she skinned humans to make that dress. It was so ugly. The color was awful.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. Why would you pick that color? You're a dinosaur, you could be any flippant color. Don't pick the ugliest one.
Like, I get you don't want to look like a kid's mascot. You didn't have to go entirely realism.
And you know what's weird? When you took off the hat and you see that the wig is like multicolored, I was like, man, that looked better than what you ever have. Accessorize. It's not just rhinestones.
That you can't even see on the camera.
You can barely see on camera, yes. So Sister was Psychic Sally.
You cannot do a psychic, because if you get the answer wrong, you look like an idiot.
Yeah, I did not like Sister's performance. It was just like, oh, Michelle Visage, your granddad is talking to you and says you're a slut. And I was like, what was the joke?
Like, I get you was buying time so you could write the same answer on the card so you can match with Michelle, but there must have been a better way to kill time.
One time, it wasn't even, you didn't even have the right answer.
Doing a psychic queen, never a good idea. But I would say, if you was a psychic in Snatch Game, you should copy the person who just went before you. You're like, I saw into the future, someone had this. You know? Because then you could just copy it onto the card and no one would be looking at you.
Oh.
Like, I saw a vision. I think someone had this card. It's like, oh, that was one of your competitors. That wasn't the celebrity. It's like, damn it! Failed by the fates again.
That'd been cool.
That's just my constructive criticism for any queen who's doing a psychic.
It's hard to do a psychic.
Because I remember one person did a psychic and she was just like, are you sure this wasn't the answer? And there was a snarky reminder, yes, she's sure, move on.
Oh, that kind of sounds familiar. And then she had a very basic tiger look with a bone mask. Again, after seeing Aquaria do it, you're not gonna impress me. Just not.
I saw a more impressive bone mask at Long's.
I remember that.
I know, right?
Because it moves with your mouth.
Yeah, and we didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because you hate me.
But I guess Sister's performance was good enough to leave her safe, so that's why she wasn't on the bottom either. So we already talked about Ahura. We're going to Taste. So Taste was Jane Turner. I didn't know who that was, but I thought it was pretty good, her performance. Surprising for someone who's not that funny. And I can't remember if she did... I don't remember what she did. Oh, she was the main host for the improv, right? Her and Bibini?
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, they did pretty well on that. So no wonder Taste and Bibini are pretty good. I guess they can do improv in a sense. They can do drag improv on the fly in a competition show. I thought Jane Turner was good. I like that chicken joke. Yeah, you didn't get it. The bobbing of the head, the chicken neck, the cha.
Again, I have a very... my humor, I forget what Minty called it, but there has to be a punchline, and just saying you look like a chicken wasn't really a punchline.
For Annie, it has to be a joke. It has to be a laugh out loud joke. Physical comedy, she doesn't care for. Dramatic, it's just like, it's a very specific joke that Annie likes, and if it's not that, then it's not funny to them.
Minty hates me every day that I don't like Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle is a very situational humor. The fact that the natural... I'm not gonna talk about Malcolm in the Middle. Let's talk about Taste's Witch Doctor look, which is, I thought it was okay. I don't think it was great.
I don't know. I feel kind of bad when I say this, but when you do a whole cultural thing and think you can just get passing by on the fact that you're so cultured, you're so in your roots, I'm not as impressed.
I just think that if you're gonna do something that's on like a fantasy side, more-ish, of course witch doctors actually exist, but something like this, have more accessory than just bones.
Yeah.
Look nice. Or look like you put some thought and you didn't just shred some cloth and paste it on your body.
Am I the dumb bitch who didn't get how this was prehistoric?
Yeah, I don't really get it either. Then we go into Bibini. Okay, so Bibini was Katie Price. Bibini had big boob. Bibini had jokes. Bibini was very funny. Really, aced this competition.
Oh yeah, it was hands down Bibini should have won.
Her outfit, she could have come in a burlap sack, but her performance in Snatch Game was so good. If I knew who Katie Price was, maybe I would think it's one of the best Snatch Game performances, but it's hard to say that. I just think she's very funny, which I think, because I don't know her role, and she's very funny, it helps a lot.
Yeah, like what they were saying, RuPaul. Oh my god, that reminds me, a lot of people bribed this episode.
I don't know what to say about that. I don't want to say anything mean.
Who's the one who had the better price? Ellie Diamond?
Yeah.
Okay, Ellie Diamond cried because the dad was an asshole. Ahura cried something about a facade. And then Lawrence Cheney cried because it just reminded her that she had to be funny in order to be likable.
Oh, I forgot Lawrence Cheney cried.
Oh yeah, very emotional. I don't know why.
It's cute sometimes. It's annoying other times.
No, I forget why I even brought that up. But yeah, Bimini just, hands down, she won even with her ugly ass dress of being a bacteria. At least it was out of the box.
Like, I like the sleeves, and I like the hair.
That's why you made me draw it.
Yes. Weirdly enough, for both the UK and the US episode of this week, the looks were not that stunning. There's no real standout, so we were deciding between Ahura and Bimini, but I guess we just chose Bimini.
Because I would have died if I had to draw every single bone.
Yeah, that's true too.
Which is weird because I like bone characters. Boner!
So I guess Bimini had a good idea, and it was something interesting at least. So Bimini wins, as we already know, and then Tia and Lawrence are on the bottom.
Did we say Rose won in the US?
Well, I mean, clearly Rose was a winner.
Okay. It's funny because Tia had to lip sync 3 times in a row, and Lawrence won 3 times in a row.
Oh, you're right. Do you agree with the bottom two?
Yeah, I gotta give it to Lawrence Cheney. Your performance was shit.
Lawrence is clear on the bottom. Yeah, I can see Tia on the bottom.
The outfits would really killed her. Like, she may not have been like the absolute worst performance, but that outfit was terrible.
Yeah, for sure. They lip sync to Touch Me. I don't think a lip sync assassin has to win 3 lip syncs, because not many people do win 3.
Cameron Michael set the bar too high.
Yes. But I don't think Tia's dancing is good enough to make her a lip sync assassin. So she went up against Christina. I don't know how she won that. She went up against Joe Black, who was not a dancer. Lawrence Cheney, when they jumped and fell on their knees, which is a Tia Coffee move because Tia Coffee did it in her last 2 lip syncs. It was like, whoa.
How do you know that?
It's a very powerful move.
I know the whole time you're just sobbing and be like, no, Lawrence Cheney, don't go home.
Couldn't look through my tears. I was like, no, Lawrence, you can't leave me.
And she didn't. She heard your prayers.
Somebody's listening. Thank you.
The devil?
Shut up! Anyways, that's it for this week. We'll wait till next week, see what kind of episode I'm gonna have. It might be a short episode. That might be good for you guys.
Okay, bye.